All right, it's your first video progress report for Scotch. Scott's doing really well, so this is his first session. Okay, so first things first, they don't know how to be on a leash. And so that's what the first thing we're gonna do. One thing, they need to understand how to be apart from each other, and the easiest way to do that is practicing on leash. So the first thing we did is we did an exercise called pressure and return. When we hooked the leash up, they were very resistant. Scotch, Scotch, where's Scotch? Good boy. And basically what pressure and return means is if he gets to the end of the leash and he starts pulling, he's not gonna get, I'm just gonna stop, dead cold. I'm just gonna be very, very still. So when he feels the pressure, I stop. But when he returns, good boy, when there's a little bit of slack in that leash, and I'm going to reward him. So I click and I give him a treat for remaining very close to me. And this is actually how you start with a little bit of loose leash training. Good boy. Good job. Good job. So very important to note, when you are training them, you probably won't need to do this too many times, but Scotch was having a really, it was pretty difficult for him to get focused with rocks being away from him. So I actually had to go to my highest value treat, which is a beef hot dog, and he's doing great now that I have his focus a little bit better. Good boy. Good job. But it is really important to know that you're not going to get a whole lot done unless you have something that is thoroughly motivating to them. What I recommend you do is, as you're practicing some of these exercises, you actually just take them out of the room. Just work one at a time. That'll be the simplest option for you. We will definitely get to the point where they can work together. Good job. All right, so the other thing that we're doing a little bit with that pressure and return, again, hooking up the leash. If there's some pressure at the end, he gets nowhere. You just stop dead cold. But when he returns or there is some slack on that leash, so no pulling the return, he will get marked. So you click and you give him a treat. The other thing we're doing is I am rewarding for a little bit of eye contact. Good. Like I just mentioned, Scotch is having a difficult time holding some focus. He's very, very distracted with having rocks on the other end of the room and not being able to play with him. So what I'm doing now is I am working a little bit of focus. This is very simple. Just putting a treat up to his nose and dragging his gaze up towards my face. Click. The moment that his gaze is hitting my face. It is so simple. Now I'm fully aware that he's looking at the treat on my face, but it will start to condition him to look upwards to ask you for guidance. And remember, if the dog's not looking at you, they're not listening to you. So focus is where you really, really need to start. So again, I'm putting a treat up to his nose, dragging it up to my face. Good boy, good job, good job. Now I'm not gonna name it anything. I'm gonna give you the opportunity to call this cue what you want, whether it's watch me, focus, look at me, but I recommend whatever it is, you use the same one for both of them and you do it very consistently. We typically say watch me, but again, I'm just gonna let you choose it. So again, up to his nose, drag it up to my face. Click and gave him a treat, and this time I actually held it for a few seconds. So I held it for about 2 seconds before I clicked. That is how you start to build up on time. So if you can't build up on time right away, that's okay. You're just gonna mark immediately when you get that gaze. But now you can see I have his attention, and that is where warming up with focus really comes into play, because now he's actually offering me eye contact and I'm not having to lure him. Good boy, good job. Good. Now all I'm doing is I'm just pointing to my face. So I have now eliminated a little bit of that lure. So now he just sees me pointing to my face and he's got to be more inclined to look at it. Scotch. Good boy. And I know you can't see my face in this video, but you can see him looking up. All right, so the next thing that I'm doing is ultimately the first goal today really was just getting him, rewarding him for calmness. They are very excitable, hyper dogs. Good boy. So I need to reward every moment that they actually just relax. Just chill out, buddy. Good boy. Right now he's offering me sit. It's something that he does when he's looking over at rocks. He's offering sit because he wants to go play. But this is also a form of calmness. Now my focus today is not sit. I'm not going to teach that today because he was too excitable. But I am, however, just going to keep marking how many seconds he's holding out this calmness. He's not pulling anymore at the end of the leash. He's more likely to stay closely and he's looking up at my face. Again, pulling, and that's not gonna get him anywhere. Good job, but looking back, Will, good job. Good job, good. Good boy, good job, good job. You start to see that by rewarding calmness and not rewarding him for the crazy puppy antics, that he's going to start offering you more calm behaviors. He's going to start realizing that the only way to get rewarded is to just chill out, which inevitably is really what you're looking for. Good job. Good job. All right, so that is today's session. He is a rock star. He is doing great. Again, really work that focus. That's going to be your homework, is really hammering in a few seconds of him looking at you. And the easiest thing that you can do is start rewarding them for looking at you for no reason. That offered eye contact. The more they look you in the face, the easier training is going to be, because they know that when they look at you, it's going to get them places. Okay, let us know if you have any questions. Scotch is doing awesome. See you later.